Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there. Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. The apothecary might know more. That's where I'd look.
Seems like a good place to start.
Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Recently arrived envoy from Adir was assassinated just inside
Walk
the front
in,
gates.
give her the letter, and go.
If you're really quiet, you can hear actor souls dying as people just keep on walking.
There. That's the apothecary.
All you have is... Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah. It doesn't matter.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead woman. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away. Or what? You'll die on me?
Have to admit, that's a good one.
This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you. Bullshit. I don't see any imp. And besides, they don't eat souls. Do they?
Stick around. Find out for yourself.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, no, you don't!
Hold it, you! Get him, boys! Yeah!
There you are, swine. This time, you're...
Beyond sync!
Watch this!
I can't believe they're dead. It's over.
That it? Here we go! Take out our...
And you killed him!
Look to your left! Coming to the rear! Come and get me! Look left! Watch the left! Another down! You think you can take out a leader?
Another win, but who's counting?
Show me what you got!
If you just take out our leader!
Over here!
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk? Seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you. They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts. Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Santa Torre, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Just that it's supposed to act quickly, and that you shouldn't mess with it if you don't know what you're doing.
So don't, under any circumstances, mix it up with moonberries.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me. Damn, I was afraid of that. If you made an enemy of the locals, this won't be the last attempt on your life. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Sanatore is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra. Easier said than done, believe me. I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way.
Poisoner from one of the...
What'll it be today, Envoy?
Envoy.
Some lockdown, eh? People just seem to...
It's been a lot quieter since you arrived.
Show yourself!
We're set rough!
Mine now! To your left!
Beyond sync! Beyond sync! We're set rough!
Stand back. Come and get me.
What was that? You're not getting away. We'll never bound. Look who it is!
Everyone okay? Maybe try pulling it next time. Huh. Hi, Market. Don't worry. It just gets
The
fancy.
adherents have come quietly. They will not take us by force. But you, adherent, you herald the end of our way of life. You are a scourge upon our city. The citizens of Paradis have come to hear the truth. They need to know what will befall us if we do not deal with you. You represent everything they stand for.
Don't sign any petitions, no matter what anyone says. I had a guy ask me whether dreams had a taste here
Telling you that
once.
so-called watcher.
As long as there's people in an adherent come to see my wares. Well, don't I feel blessed? Where are my manners? Name's Cutting. They come my way. I peddle them for people like you to find. Now wait, you don't need to jump straight. What's your voice, Sveff? All right, you've made your point. Absolutely nothing. I'm going. You don't have to get touchy with me.
But she knew things about me. Things that I didn't even know.
Looks like they forgot to man this checkpoint. Ever.
Well, that didn't take long.
After them!
Beyond, boy.
Beyond sync!
Let's see what you got.
Worse than rough! Worse than rough!
Got a shot.
Just like the good old days. I'm starting to see why Eamon was going gray all of a sudden. If there's anything worth finding, it'll be in here. The housekeeping isn't what it used to be.
Envoy, over there. There. Looks like a note. Well, there you have it.
So, Claviger Eamon not only knew about the rebels, he also gave them access to a hideout in the cistern. None. I knew he was protective of Paradis, but I never would have dreamed he'd get in bed with organized rebels. Look, everyone who settles in the Living Lands comes from somewhere, but until recently, those settlers have been people, not nations. But when Adir built an embassy and filled it with dignitaries and troops, some started to worry that your laws and governors would follow.
Right, all of that. Don't forget why we're here. You hired me to hunt the rebels down, and now we know where they are. A cistern beneath the Temple of Andra. Good place for a hidden base. It sits just below the city, where the people and patrols will never look.
Maybe we should bring reinforcements. I bet Heelguard would be happy to spare some of his guards, if we ask nicely.
They'd only slow us down. Besides, any fighting we do in the cistern will be close quarters.
On to the Temple of Andra, then. It's east of here, just across the canal, in the plaza with the big statue.
Right. After you.
Damn rickety table. No, envoy, go right on
Murder!
Not to worry, envoy. Got one of the bastards. We caught this. One trying to break into the embassy.
Welcome to our shrine. Envoy.
Oh, bless my soul, the Radeon Envoy. Isn't this a surprise? Not only to see you alive, but to have you grace my little workshop. Chandlers don't get many high-ranking clients. Priests and pilgrims mostly. Still, business is good. Better than good. I used to have an apprentice. When the Radeons came to our shore, he moved on without as much as a goodbye. But I hold no grudge. He had his reasons to go, just as I have my reasons to stay. You know, you're much more even-tempered than some of your countrymen. That's a compliment, dear. Some of us understand you good folk are here to help, and some of us need a little more time.
You almost sound convinced yourself.
Imagine how boring this place would be if we all agreed.
The living lands could use a little discipline, that's what I say. And who better to bring it than the Radeons? With the gods on my side, if you need to keep warm at night, help yourself to some Mogren's fury. It's no charge, of course. The Radeon Envoy's money is no good here.
Hey, get around me. You're supposed to check in before you...
That's Sansa's shop. Might be worth taking a look.
Welcome, welcome. I was hoping... You're back. Look alive, boys. We've got company. Well, if you're looking for Tala, he's dead. And if you're not, you can shove off. We got nothing for Radeons here.
You're lucky the Radeons haven't come to take away what you do have.
I've got diplomacy for you. It's called my foot to your face. Time was, people in Paradis used to have principles. Principles like, get what's mine and keep yourself to yourself. Then you came and memories got short about that sort of thing. But the Sparrowhawks, we remember. Well, the same way it worked out for you. The Emperor's favorite envoy, killed as soon as she shows up. Not your finest hour. Seems you haven't learned how things work in this city yet. Keep your nose out of our business. You can have that one for free. Ah, that vixen at the bathhouse put you up to this. I wondered if there might be more to her than a pretty face. Well, forget it. You can't have it. I haven't got it. All right, but listen close. I'm not gonna repeat myself. The day I got it, I saw Ludwig's men sniffing round the docks. Now, they didn't cross my path, but I don't believe in coincidences. That shipment is cursed, and dealing with you numbskulls is one thing. But to go out, that's another. What? How do you... Why does a bathhouse need something like that? Ah, look, fine. Just take the damn thing and don't drop...
Watch where you're going. Wouldn't want you getting hurt now, would we?
Yeah. Ugh. Did this place always smell like sweat?
Little shits! Stay back! He might circle around. I don't want you to get hurt. They've got my crew's swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... what if the birds knock me off? You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street. Yeah. I guess you've dealt with worse. I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Would it even make a difference if I said don't do it?
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
I bring my flute up here sometimes. It's nice and quiet at night.
No one top my train.
Has to be around here somewhere.
Any luck with the search? Well, not the gods. Thank you. Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. Don't mention it. Just one more thing. All this time, I've been sure. Do you really think the gods curse us over past mistakes? They do, don't they? You know, it's kind of a relief to think that we're beneath their notice. How'd I ever end up here? The Living Lands was supposed to be about fresh starts and new adventures, but just look at this dump. Thanks for the swollen nets, and for taking a weight off my shoulders.
Nice and quiet here. Take a moment to breathe.
Ever wish you could move back into paradis?
The downside of Adir's new arrival. Paradis doesn't have room for everyone. Unseen, unheard.
One moment.
Armor's too weak here.
Isa Sabu!
Make way.
Beyond sync! Worth it all! Worth it, rough!
Take your best shot.
Beyond sync! Worth it, rough! Worth it, rough!
Coming from the right.
One moment.
Worth it, rough!
Good fight.
Sometimes the ocean smell is pleasant. Other times, not.
This
Beyond sync! Worth it, rough!
Come and get me! Watch this!
Beyond sync! Worth it, rough! Worth it, rough!
on your right.
Worth it, rough!
Right.
Worth it, rough!
That's more like it!
Try.
Beyond sync!
offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, Envoy. You can ask them when we hunt them down. An Adiran official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nim dude like Kai. Stick with Kai. You'll find out. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradis, too. They say I'm the best there is. Merci, Envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do.
Look, Marius. If you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here. Right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm all right.
If you ever change...
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath. We smell conflict. Kith turn. They come on foreign ships. Exile. The salt clings to their hair. The scent of distant shores. New growth from a new season. But the ground stirs. They bring banner. The Clavager's blood on the wolves, fighting for territory. Tranquility. Wait. We reach for it. It whispers in the eastern wild. We learn much.
We're set rough! Beyond sync! We're set rough!
I've seen metal like that, usually behind a very high price tag at a blacksmith.
Take a moment, people. There's almost always something... something worth finding in ruins like these. If, that's what you're looking for. Something doesn't feel right here. Never has.
Here it comes. Aye, aye. Ready, aim. Coming in hot.
Something happened here. Birth. Voices. Arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now. The only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory? Planting seeds. The body dies, but ideal. Your clarity of vision soothes us.
Just like the stranglehold. Envoy, you gotta tell me your secret. The Envoy blacked out. Now the Audra has flowers out. Does that about sum it up?
Leave her station. So far from the city. Piss off the captain.
Hail, friend. Always nice to... You sound just like one of my people, the Pargrunen. Though, unlike most... One of my ancestors apparently grew up in Solace...
Would it kill the claviger to send us some better food?
You really couldn't have worded that any worse.
The gate to Emerald Stair is closed. So you're the Adiran envoy everyone's talking about. The embassy wants me to keep an eye on who comes and goes between here and Emerald Stair. Now, strictly speaking, the militia doesn't report to the embassy. But with the claviger gone, what choice do we have? I'm afraid not. You need special permission to travel deeper inland. Sorry to be the bearer.
We're not done and done, short yet. We can worry about this later.
I heard something.
Worse than rough!
Got company.
One moment.
Beyond sync!
Your left.
Worse than rough! Beyond sync! Worse than rough! Worse than rough! Eat some! Worse than rough!
Quit move.
Worse than rough! Beyond sync! Worse than rough! Beyond sync! Worse than rough! Beyond sync!
Been seeing a lot more bandits since the Dreamscurge has driven people out of the interior.
Nice work.
Next one's mine. Here they come.
Not sure who lived here before. Looks like something you'd see in Emerald Stair. I'm not one for walking up to altars. Maybe leave this one alone.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet? The Adra breathes. We shape the mountains. You build your foundation on us too. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed and your people saw a sign of greatness. You were chosen, deserving. They would demand that you earn it. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight? Your resolve filled your people with trepidation and respect. They knew you would leave a legacy. Of what kind, they were unsure. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands. You both wanted the best for your people. How could you reconcile? A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood, a place to flourish, to gather, more than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal? The elders spoke of the wisdom they had lost in their escape. You would record your traditions now. The old ways would be safe. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine? An arch to a mighty oak? The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork? You could only rest for a moment. Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimal, how did you lead? The enormity of your task humbled you. We should like that to be our way. In time, others came to understand your new season. They saw that mercy would bear fruit, that even their own hearts could change. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day, nothing. Silence. We see ash, devastation, a lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back. It is fruitless, a void, a tremor in the Adra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory, a face amid the rubble. You, Kishimo. What became of you? They wept with joy as they extracted you. A long night lay before them, but the leader they loved remained. As the earth settled, we felt their hope in the darkness, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
We're set, go!
One for you! That's all of them.
We could turn back at any moment. Nothing of value would be lost.
No. That wasn't... Be careful, godlike. Runid has such power. God's such terrifying power. No, I don't think I am. Well, she told me such terrible things. I was a wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. by my hands. I suppose. But that doesn't change. Look, I just want to go back home. To the fall. I keep telling myself that that person, that murder... I suppose you... Thank you. Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading. Why, it's tradition.
I don't accept
what you...
Step closer, godlike. If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
She's accurate so far.
Why have you come to me, godlike? The echo of a past life, mayhaps. Common enough for one who has so recently died.
Word travels?
Let's have a look at you then. You who came to open the door to your soul. We must... I stand on the... Very good. Spoken with... I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror. The mirror is a door.
A door. A guard.
Impossible. Someone is... Who are you? Show me what you...
A hand knocks on a bark.
What is this I hear?
Now she's hearing voices.
Curious.
Voices. Shelter the sea.
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was... Well... I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? Of that, I am unsure. You might find that you suddenly have new abilities that manifest in battle, for instance. Or you may feel a spiritual connection to ancient places, like memories not your own. But that does not explain who pulled you from the grasp of death. Who would do such a thing? I can say much, but that thing, whatever it is, eludes me. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. Can a soul commune with itself? A fascinating idea. But I have no answer. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always signed their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. Better luck in your next life. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ardra, commune with it. Ardra has a strong link to the beyond. Before we close, have you any final questions? As you understand the word, yes. You fell into death, and a guiding hand lifted you back onto your feet.
That guiding hand, whatever it is, must be what brought you back to life at Liviana's.
Your soul is healthy, but it is also a mystery beyond my sight. Marius, I see terrible...
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here.
Kai, your soul is heavy.
Hey, we don't need to make...
For us both.
Glad someone got some...
Safe travels, godlike. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful.
Did you get any of that? That just sounded like a hot breeze to me.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
leg might have to do with animacy equipment.
Envoy!
2 guards.
Not anymore. We have the situation in hand.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift.
So we've closed this lift.
It wasn't luck. Our command will never get ahead of these. In the meantime...
Haven't searched him yet. We were only... You're welcome to take a look.
I'll ask you to refrain from use... Did that carry...
Stupid.
But if you bring...
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
Welcome. Show it here. It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good...
Dato won't be coming around this week.
Any sign of my shipment?
He bores me to death, that's all. He knows I'm back for
You did? And I thought I could...
Makes you appreciate why the Empire sent her here.
You're going to stop talking right now.
Careful. This ship...
All that education and you never learn to leave... Don't you realize walls have ears? If you knew how much was at stake here, you wouldn't have brought it up. I'm the only one left for the people... You, an Imperial envoy, protect me. Don't make me laugh.
If she didn't mean it, she wouldn't have offered.
All right. Guess I'm not as good a liar as I used to be. I saw the Garrote drag my mother off when I was 17. They had a point to prove. And I owe you an apology. Still, you earned that. I've gotten used to Adiran officials making promises they don't keep. When you told me to trust you. Thank you, Envoy. You've done me a favor I won't forget.
Good on you, Envoy. If only more of your countrymen were as reasonable.
I'll be fine, but I'll remember that offer. You know, for, friend. Friend.
I can't stop worrying about the Dreamscurge. What if it happens to us?
Here it comes. We make a good squad.
That's another piece of that Woodaka totem.
Hear me, paradis. Did we not come here to escape the Empire? To the Aeternus' dark
Exactly. She made it all up.
Am I supposed to meditate or something? She didn't make any sense.
You try and move. Hello, I did.
Maybe you should talk to her.
Sweaty, dear.
Gods, what a mess.
Please be respectful in the presence of the Queen.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. I didn't mean to assume. Still, you wouldn't have been the first to blindly follow orders. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view. Rebellion's more like our natural being in the living lands. People on the island don't much like being told what to do. In fact, many come here specifically for that reason. Paradis used to be a lot more violent. Now, bandits like the Sparrowhawks at least have to limit their activities. Of course, that change has come thanks to Ambassador Heelguard's adherent troops. And the Stilgarode. Ludwine and her paladins have been busy in the hinterlands. It's all rumor and speculation, but I don't think they're making your cause any friends. I don't like to gossip.
Since when?
Okay, I like fun gossip. They say she's hunting down so-called agitators, flattening entire settlements that stand in her way. Of course, all the news reaching Paradis is jumbled together. Stories about the Dreamscurge, the Stilgarode, and the weird happenings that are almost commonplace around here. So it's hard to say what's true. If they're here under your banner, people will see their actions as representing you. I think you're right. I don't know that these rebels are all that organized yet. But where there's foam, there's rocks, as the saying goes. So did my commanding officers. I'm well past seconds myself, if we're counting. Even decent people make mistakes, and the rest of us can grow, with a little time and grace. If I had to list them all, we'd be talking all night. Anyway, if this place can't give us misfits and screw-ups a second chance, what hope do we have? You're asking me? Okay, who do you want to know about? Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds, which he'll remind us of constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things more deeply than he lets on, so if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it. That's just how he shows affection. He's deeply loyal to people once he gets to know them, and he likes companionship more than he lets on. He just has a funny way of showing it. I think he left Gallowayne's tusks suddenly, and under unfortunate circumstances. He's never spoken directly about it, but that's what I put together, and it explains a lot. Losing home, losing the people who gave you a sense of yourself, it leaves a mark. But don't tell him I told you that. Seriously. Give him time, and don't rush. Think of him like a skittish little cub. He just needs to get used to you, but he'll come around. Definitely don't tell him I said that. Okay, but only if you let me. I think you've been trusted with a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some power. But as I've gotten to know you, at the end of the day, and there you... Oh, well, I don't mean to be rude. That's just enough of... Sure. Get some rest, Envoy. I'll be honest, after seeing you... your murder? It's still strange to see you walking around like it never happened. I'll get used to it. I'm glad you're okay.